Okay, so now that we've seen a good example of exiting out of the wings and using the boundary when we're clearing out our defensive 50, let's take a look at a good example of when we can be a little bit more aggressive and use the middle of the ground or the corridor to really be attacking and to move the ball quickly up the field and put a lot of pressure on the Collingwood defense. So Collingwood in white, Port Adelaide in black. Collingwood's heading towards the right of our screen here, and they've just won a 50-meter penalty out of their defensive zone. And so they're going to be taking a free kick from just up before half. So we'll let this run through. This is just a 50-meter penalty, so don't worry about this too much. And you'll see here that now as he plays on, he's going to be looking long into his forward 50 towards one of his forwards. So if we stop it right here, we can see that Mason Cox, the Collingwood player, is outnumbered 2-on-1. So Port's got one here and one right on him. And you can see that the Port player here has left his man to go to the contest and be where the ball is going to be dangerous. So Jonas here is going to end up taking an intercept mark. And watch as he comes off his mark here. He's already looking where he wants to play the ball. So he's looking inside, which is going to be aggressive. He's going to look back out this way, which is going to be kind of a bit more of the defensive or patient play. But you can see his head's up, he's looking around, and now he sees an option present itself. And he's going to take this kick on into the middle of the ground. Now that kick's okay because he makes it. This is one of those kicks where it's extremely dangerous if you make a mistake with the skill here, because this Collingwood player is just going to pick the ball up and he's going to be streaming in on goals from about 30 meters in front. It's likely going to be a turnover. So this kick works because he's hit it. But now you can see that they've really opened up the ground. You can see all of the space up in this region where they're going to be able to take the ball on. They have a player here who's loose. Pal Pepper's going to drag his man up. This man here, they're going to go up here, and it's going to leave this space really wide open for that next kick. So Pal Pepper just makes him think about it. He's wide open here, and now you can see that they're out. One thing to keep an eye on is this man is going to come a long way and take the handball. So hard running off the ball, take that quick handball, and now the whole field's wide open in front of you. Collingwood player here and here, but Port's got 1, 2, 3, 4, one streaming over kind of on the wing here if it needs to be. But we have a lot of options here. Kick up the middle, and then quick handball to that overlapping run. So if we draw this back just a few seconds, let's watch that again. Quick kick here, hard running from the man who kicks the ball to win it. Quick up here, and we're going to see this overlap run. Rosie draws his man into him, and he takes the contact, as you can see here, but he leaves his player in all kinds of space to look up and hit a kick. Now Collingwood, these are the last two men back, and so this kick is going to go over the top and in behind those Collingwood defenders so that the forwards can run onto it. It's a deep kick here. We actually have a forward coming this way who's really well past the defender, and that kick over the top is one of the most dangerous kicks in footy. If we're in transition and we can have a defender running back towards goal, that is an absolutely terrifying position for a defender to be in. And so, easy mark, and he's got a free open run towards the goal. And all that starts with that intercept mark, that ability to look up, read the situation, and say, okay, I want to take the game on here. Let's be aggressive up the middle of the ground. Now you'll see the difference between that play and the couple of plays that we looked at earlier where we exited out the wings is that those plays were under pressure. So forwards were coming, the defenders were under a ton of pressure to get rid of the ball, and they had to make a quick and safe decision to use the boundaries. In this case, Jonas was able to take the mark, slow the game down, evaluate the situation, and see that there was space up the middle of the ground, and then good hard running off the ball to take the handball back, and to start moving the ball up the middle. And it results in a goal. So that's a good example of how we can be aggressive, how with good handball skills we can really start to tear teams open. And if we have the level of fitness and the level of handball skills that are required for that, we're going to be able to beat a lot of teams that way because they're not going to be able to come with us.